Okay, I wanted to go over these notes for the imperfect. They will help you with your Apex work this week. So in Spanish, we have two past tenses. We have the preterite, that's the big packet you've been working on, and the imperfect. You use them in different situations. A good way to remember the imperfect is thinking of it as saying used to. So things you used to do. That's one of the main uses of the imperfect. Okay? To start, we're just going to look at what endings we have. So here we have AR verbs. AR verbs are like jugar, hablar, bailar, cantar. All of those are AR verbs. So these are the endings you put on AR. You have aba, abas, aba, habamos, habais, haban. Okay, that's AR verbs. And then ER and IR verbs have different endings. ER verbs like comer, beber, IR like salir, vivir, escribir, those end in ia. So you have ia, ias, ia, íamos, iais, and ian. Okay? You'll notice with both of these, the yo form and the la usted form are the same. Okay? That's not a mistake. That's just how it is. So yo ends in ia, la usted ends in ia. Same thing here, aba and aba. Okay? So we're going to go through two common verbs. So we have jugar and comer. Jugar is jugaba, jugabas, jugaba, jugábamos, jugabais, jugaban. Comer is comía, comías, comía, comíamos, comíais, comía. Okay. So in class, we practiced a lot with this verb jugaba. So I asked the question, ¿con qué jugabas de niño? So this question right here, ¿con qué jugabas de niño? Okay, so we know the word que means what? Jugabas is like, did you used to play? Con is with, so it's what did you used to play with? De niño is like when you were a little kid. Okay, what did you used to play with when you were a little kid? So in class, I started and I said, yo jugaba con Barbies y Legos, right? Yo jugaba con Barbies y Legos. I asked another student, I said, ¿con qué jugabas de niño? And this student said, jugaba con animales de peluche. Animales de peluche are stuffed animals. So then I asked a lot of other questions using this tense. So I said things like, tenías un animal muy especial. Did you have, so tenías, right? That ends in that es ending, like up here. Did you have a very special animal, like, you know, your favorite one? What? And then I asked, ¿cómo se llamaba el animal? Okay, so if you did have a special one, what was its name? That's that aba ending, ¿cómo se llamaba, right? And then I might have asked, ¿dormías con el animal de peluche? So we look at this word dormías here, dormir, to sleep. Did you sleep? We've got that es ending with this animal, okay? So we talked a little bit about what we did when we were kids, what we used to do, because that's one of the things that this tense covers. That was a discussion we had in class if you were not in class, okay? And then we went down here and we talked about some of the rules, okay? So the imperfect is used for actions in the past that are not seen as completed. Use of the imperfect tense implies that the past action did not have a definite beginning or definite ending. So this sort of fits with the used to thing. When I was a kid, I used to play with Legos. We didn't talk about a specific amount of time, right? Didn't have a definite beginning or ending. It's something that I used to do over and over. So that goes to this one. The actions repeated over and over. So my example here is, yo estudiaba todos los días. I studied every day. Every day, something I did over and over. It's also talking about how old you were. So you say, yo tenía 5 años. Remember we say I had 5 years versus I was. And the time of day, era las 7. Okay. Also, we use this tense to talk about feelings and your mental and physical state. Okay, so like physical state, like yo tenía hambre, I was hungry. Ellos estaban tristes, they were sad. We use this tense to talk about those kind of things, and also to describe people's appearance and personality, what they were like. Okay, so ella era alta, she was tall. This tense and the other past tense, the preterite, are a little complicated, and we'll definitely work with them a lot more in Spanish 3 as well. So don't worry if you don't have down when to use each one yet. It takes a little bit of time, and that is okay. Then we went to the second page. The second page shows us our irregular verbs. The really great thing about the imperfect tense is there's only 3 irregular verbs. Unlike the preterite where there's about a zillion, there's only 3. Okay, so we have ser, to be, like am or was. So it's era, eras, era, éramos, eres, eran. Ir, to go. Iba, ibas, iba, íbamos, ibais, iban. And then ver, to see. The only weird thing about ver is we put this E in there. So veía, veías, veía, veíamos, veís, veíais, and veían. Okay, so those are our 3 irregulars, 3 that don't follow the regular rules. And then down here in your notes, I just gave you some hint words. So if you see words like this, siempre, de vez en cuando, a menudo, a veces, frecuentemente, había una vez, cada día, mientras. These are a hint that we're going to use this imperfect tense because they're talking about things you did more than once, over and over again. Okay? These are hints that we're going to use the preterite tense. The preterite tense we use for things that happened like once or for a specific amount of time. Okay? So we talked about ayer, yesterday, una vez, once, one time. Hace 2 meses, and remember this hace we can use with any amount of time. So if we wanted to say 2 weeks ago, hace 2 semanas. If we wanted to say a year ago, hace un año, etc. Cuando, when, and anoche, last night. Those are some hint words for the preterite. Okay, as always, you can email me or schedule a Zoom meeting if you're stuck or you have any questions.